Hey guys, it's Sandro here, and today's video is a demonstration on cleaning badly neglected car door jambs on this Skyline R34. Now this car was in for a comprehensive pre-sale detail in which I've already done a video on cleaning and detailing the engine bay. So this will be a look at how I tackled the door jambs, which you'll hopefully see are in quite a bad state. Door jambs are one of those areas that if you stay on top of them, meaning that you flush them out and wipe them down during maintenance washes, they're pretty easy to maintain. But neglect them and after a number of years they will eventually get to this horrible state. There's lots of different ways and lots of different products and tools you can use to detail them depending on how bad they are and how far you wish to go in restoring them. So you don't need to do exactly what I'll be demonstrating here. This is just a look on how I specifically restored these jambs, so take what you want from this video and adapt it to work in your own world based on your own means and needs. Cleaning out door jambs can get pretty messy. A great tool I use for door jambs and engine bays is this plastic tape that helps minimize water, chemical and dirt from getting into places where you don't want it to go. It really just takes a couple of minutes to lay it down and a roll lasts forever, so it can certainly be worth having some handy. Another thing you can do is just lay down some towels to catch the majority of the liquid or dirt overflow. It's also worth mentioning that it's normal for some liquid and grime to still get into certain trims and materials no matter what. So don't worry too much if you get some overflow. Car materials are pretty water or liquid resistant. It's more about just limiting the amount. Now I'm going to try and show some slight variations in tackling these door jambs and talk you through the process and some options as we go. Right here I'm using my double action spray bottles with a dilution of an alkaline based degreaser as my pre-treatment. I'll let it sit for a couple of minutes to start lifting and softening that first layer of grime. I'm then going to use my Tornador air tool with an even lighter concentration of my degreaser to inject compressed air and the cleaning solution over the door jambs in an effort to blast away as much of that surface dirt and contamination as possible in a safe, touchless manner. Now on the lower section of the bonnet jamb, I'm just using my pressure washer to blast away that surface dirt and gunk. I'm then applying my degreaser and using a small detailing brush to physically deep clean the stronger bonded contamination. I'm checking my results as I go, and as there's still some stronger staining on those jam areas, I'm then using a tar remover that in my experience used after an alkaline cleaner helps remove those more stubborn stains a little better. On this section of the door jamb where the pressure washer didn't remove certain grime, I'm firstly giving it a blast with the Tornador to help further loosen and remove some of that grime, and then using the same chemical and brushing methods to get to that clean level I'm happy with. All I wanted to explain here, apart from the cleaning process itself, is that there's lots of different tools and ways to approach any area of detailing. If you don't have or want to get a Tornador, use a steamer. Don't have one, use a pressure washer or even a stiff stream on your garden hose. Don't have double action spray bottles, use a normal one or even your pump action sprayer. Can't source these specific chemicals or brushes, just find good substitutes. I've been doing this a long time and have reasons for using the specific methods, products and tools I use, much of which I discuss in my detailing vlogs or product reviews. But put simply, it's first about being safe and respectful towards the vehicle. Secondly, they're about being effective in reaching the standard of result I'm after. And thirdly, they're about being efficient in getting me there in a reasonable time frame that falls within budget. If you can safely, effectively and efficiently get the job done, no one can tell you you're doing it wrong, because by definition, that's a successful process and outcome. So let's talk a little more about the process and products. I pre-treat the area with an alkaline cleaner because it's superior at softening and degreasing the surface compared to most other categories of chemicals. Secondly, I use the Tornador by preference because it's less messy than a pressure washer that blasts water everywhere or a steamer that makes it hard to see what you're doing with all that steam covering the surface. Not to mention that it is at least as effective, if not more. Thirdly, spraying a chemical on and then brushing the area is going to cause unnecessary scratches, with all that grip being pushed into the paint, so you always want to remove as much dirt as you can prior to brushing. Fourthly, the right brush is important. Not too soft to be ineffective, but certainly not too aggressive as to damage or scratch the surface. For me, this boar hair brush is perfect. Fifthly, it's important to note that sometimes an alkaline cleaner with a good detailing brush will remove all the bonded grime. But I've found that when it doesn't, using that alkaline cleaner prior to a tar remover helps the tar remover be more effective to remove that final layer of strong staining, so in other words they complement or help each other out. So I hope these points help explain all the whats, hows and whys, and gives you guys a few options to adapt this method to better suit your own needs. As I've mentioned in the past, door jambs typically have very little paint or clear coat applied. So correcting them like you would car paint is generally off the table. But a super light polish with a non-aggressive pad will be safe and will help restore some gloss and clarity, and even more so, further help deep clean them to remove some staining or blemishes that cleaning chemicals alone can't always remove. You can certainly work by hand if you wish, but if you do have a small nano polisher, it can help speed up the process. In this case, I used a primer polish that'll polish and protect the paint in a single step with a gentle polishing foam pad. Technique wise, I'm only using light to moderate pressure and moving quickly to be in line with a gentle technique. We'll have a look at the door jambs in the final footage, but I think this final polishing step really helped to further clean, brighten and just crisp up their look to make them really pop in the end. I guess some final points to mention is that typically I'd wash the car before doing the door jambs to avoid any cross-contamination of dirt flowing back onto them. I just switched things up a bit on this job to make these more specific area videos from start to finish. After cleaning around hinges and grease points, it's always a good idea to re-grease or lubricate those joints again. If there's any chipped or rusted spots you want to treat, you can scrape out the rust with a fine blade, clean it well and apply some touch-up paint. And for more added protection with an easier cleaning upkeep, you can certainly further seal or ceramic coat the door jambs for a longer lasting result. I think I'll leave it there guys, and if you enjoyed this video and would like to say thanks and help support future content, you can do so by buying me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/ccad, in which I'll have a link to in the description box, or you can now hit the thanks button below the video, and thank you everyone for the support so far. As always, I really hope you guys enjoyed and found this video useful. Please share it with others, give it a like and comment below to show your support for this content, and I'll see you guys soon.
You got me shaking, yeah, I feel the fever coming on. Boy, you know you're all I want. Keep saying that I hate it, but it's kind of fun. Watching me come undone. No more games. Can't we just say its name instead of running away and jumping the gun to play it safe? Let's spend the weekend here in this bed we can sleep in and let the feelings overflow. Useless trying to fight this. Let's just give in and let the feelings overflow. I tried to shake it,